Okay, so today we are going to be talking about article writing and how to write a news story. So let's get started. Hooks and headlines. The headline is the title of your news article. Hooks and headlines capture the reader's attention and make them want to read more. This is where you're going to pique the reader's interest, and a hook can be the first sentence of an article or the headline. Headlines. They should give the reader an idea of what the story is about. They should grab the reader's attention. And this is where you can be creative. Many writers use humor or play on words, and you need to always be clear. Here are some examples of bad headlines. Children make nutritious snacks. Typhoon rips through cemetery. Hundreds dead. Stolen painting found by tree. What's wrong with these? Number one, children make nutritious snacks. That sounds like kids are good to eat. Number two, typhoon rips through cemetery, hundreds dead. Well, if it's through a cemetery, they're already dead. And number three, stolen painting found by a tree. That means this tree took its roots and walked and found the stolen painting. So bad headlines can lead people to the wrong ideas. Good headlines. Children making nutritious snacks. Hundreds die as typhoon rips through cemetery. Stolen painting found beside tree. So good headlines are clear. Now you may be having questions about hundreds die as typhoon rips through cemetery. However, there are usually always people visiting their loved ones at the cemetery. There's usually funerals going on. So it's possible that live people are in a cemetery. Good headlines are clear. Next, we're going to talk about opening lines. What questions does your opening line raise? What do you want to find out? And does the opening line make you want to read more? Those are the things that you need to keep in mind. So here's our opening line. Contest asks students how to end bullying. So what questions does this raise? Does it pique your interest? The lead. The lead is at the start of the article. It can be one or more sentences. It usually gives as many of the 5 W's as possible while keeping it short and almost always focuses on the who, the what, and the where. We're going to talk about this lead. Essays entered in this year's Leaders of Tomorrow writing contest will be of particular interest to teachers, police, and civic leaders because students address the issue of how to stop bullying in schools. An assembly about the essay writing contest and the assigned topic was held this Friday at St. Elizabeth Seton Elementary School. So I want you to think about what 5 W's does this lead show and what is this story about? Quotes. Quotes offer another perspective and elaborate on your story without creating a bias, meaning they allow you to see things from all sides. Quotes can come from witnesses, experts, or peers, and you need to make sure that you explain who is saying the quote. So here's a quote. In Canada, the estimate is that 8% of youths are bullied weekly, said McCord. With 238,000 students in Peel, that means 19,000 Peel students are being bullied every week. 238,000 doesn't seem like a lot, but 19,000 every week does. That's more students that we have in Illing Middle School. So that would mean that every single student in Illing Middle School feels like they're being bullied once a week. That's the statistic. So does this quote help elaborate on the article's ideas? Next, we're going to talk about the inverted pyramid. You want to put all the important information near the start of the article. The reader should know what the article is about and the important details by the middle, and you need to expand on these ideas for the rest of the article. This is what the inverted pyramid looks like. First, you have the hook in the headline. Then you have your lead, which covers the 5 W's. That's where you want to put in the most important information. In the middle, you have quotes. You are elaborating on the 5 W's, and you're telling us why is this an important news story. In here, you're still including important information, but it's not the most important information. And the last part of the article is what can the reader do to help? So you want to try to answer that question and include any information that you feel isn't that important but still needs to be in the article. Okay, so that is it for this presentation. Now I'm going to have you work on identifying the inverted pyramid in articles for yourself.